Hi to folks, and welcome back to my Star Wars: The Old Republic tips and tricks section. And today we're going to talk about a super serious issue coming up in the later chapters of Knights of the Fallen Empire, the new expansion, how to kill off one of two particular characters, either Aric Jorgen or Kaliyo Janis. So, if you've ever passionately disliked these characters, this then is your moment to go ahead and find a way to kill them. So the first thing up is that the first part of this actually happens in Chapter 12, Visions in the Dark. So it's really important that you set this up correctly, otherwise you're going to miss the opportunity on whatever character you want to make sure that they're annihilated on. Right now, I'm on my Jedi Shadow. I'm going to go ahead and walk in and start this cutscene. And I'm going to go ahead and spacebar through. The build-up dialogue here isn't really important. I'm going to take you right to the choices that actually matter.
That
it's not that.
Okay, this is the first major decision. So when Lana Beniko asks the question, who do you want with you at the relay station? Alright, what she's really saying is who is in charge of the attack on the relay station. Whoever is in charge of this attack is immune to death in the later cutscene. Okay, so if I pick Aric Jorgen now as in charge of this attack, then he will be immune to death in the later cutscene. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Same thing with Kaliyo. So this is the first and most critical choice you have to make, because whichever character is in charge, the opposite character will then eventually disobey orders, and it is that character who then you can eventually choose to have die. Alright, so now that I've said that enough, in this particular case, I really don't like Kaliyo Janis pretty much at all. So, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select Major Jorgen. However, if it's Major Jorgen you don't like, then make sure that you pick Kaliyo Janis. Hope I made that abundantly clear. Again, this happens in Chapter 12, Visions in the Dark, right at the start, and you have to make sure that you select very carefully which character you want to have die by making sure that the character you want to have live is in charge.
If we can't take control of the Gemini frequency, we'll have to destroy it. Havoc Squad has the firepower for that job.
Without me there to slice that relay station, major malfunction suicide run.
Alright, I'm gonna spacebar through the rest of this. That's not really the important part. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video, and the next major time that we have to face with the decision is not until the end of the next chapter, Chapter 13, which is Profit and Plunder. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this video, and like I said, I'm going to see you guys in just a minute, but of course some serious time will have passed and I'll have completed 2 whole chapters till we can actually get to that moment. Alright, we'll see you in a minute, guys. So we're at the end of Visions in the Dark, and this is just to drive the point home.
Forget how to breathe.
The next decision that goes along the path of deciding which character to kill. Now, I'm not sure if this one's a critical one, but I do think it's a good one to make. So I'm going to get to the choice, and then I'll show you what that is. I'm going to spacebar through these options really fast.
Enough.
What?
Hold up, we've got trouble. A dozen nuts.
Okay, so since I chose Jorgen to be in charge of the mission, you're seeing him in this cutscene as being the guy. You know, he is leading the attack, and when things go south for him,
Major, come in.
Kaliyo has the option to jump in and try to save the day. Now, there's a critical choice here. Let me show you what this is. Right here. Okay, so she's radioing in. You have 2 choices: stop, don't you dare, or proceed with caution, Kaliyo. One of these is giving her permission to, you know, basically break her orders and go into this mission. This is really critical here. If you want to make sure that the secondary character gets killed, you have to choose stop, don't you dare. This then puts it that they are disobeying your order, and this becomes important later when all things come to an account at the end of Profit and Plunder. The only way you can get the execution order is if these people disobeyed your direct orders while you weren't there. I'm going to choose stop, don't you dare, and that'll give me the option to kill her later.
Order. Stay where you are until I say otherwise.
I'm sorry, your signal's breaking up. It does that when I switch off the holocom. Wish me luck.
So, to recap, at the start of Chapter 12, Visions of the Dark, make sure that whichever character you want to have get killed is not in charge of the mission. Because at this moment, at the end of Chapter 12, that is the character then who disobeys and breaks your orders. Then at the end of chapter 13, I'll show you what that choice looks like. Alright folks, so I've gone ahead and finished up Profit and Plunder. I'm at the end of this now, so this is chapter 13. And as I walk through these doors, we're going to have a cutscene with Kaliyo, Janice, and Aric Jorgen. So, let me show you the conversation options to get to kill the character that you have selected. Alright, so, here we go. It's very simple, guys. The main thing is here, you cannot at any time say I'm grateful for you guys to be alive, and that I'm glad to see you, or that I want anything to be okay. You have to pick option 3, which is the kind of the a-hole jerk option most of the time.
Total mission failure.
The whole way through.
Another shot at the target because of
And
you.
I'll show you. I'm just gonna spacebar through all this. So if you pick number 1, I'm glad you're both alive. That will automatically default into not having the kill option. Because on some level you're saying to the game designers in the conversation pathway that you want somebody to be alive. You may still get the exile option, but you will not get the kill option. The only way to start getting the kill option is to be the jerk, right from the start. Pick option 3.
Enough.
I'm going to spacebar through the rest of this. Same thing, okay? Incompetence must be punished.
Fiasco.
Alright. Now for here, you can pick any one of the 3 choices, but continue with just number 3, straight up. So don't forget, I picked Aric Jorgen to lead the mission, therefore it was Kaliyo at the end of the previous chapter, who disobeyed my orders, and therefore, since she broke orders, it's up to her to be punished. Alright, so my sanction will be swift. I'm just going to spacebar this, and there it is. Bang, number 3. Your punishment is death, okay? And the only way that comes up is if you make sure that you continuously pick the option number 3 for this conversation. I've tried some of the other branching pathways, and that is definitely the most consistent way to get here. You've got to say that I don't care about, you guys both failed me, you failed this mission, etc. You get to option 3 here. And if you do push option 3, she will die, okay? That's about it, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and click that so you guys can see the cutscene. But if you decide to go a different way, make sure you escape out of this conversation very quickly, and it'll undo it, which is what I'm about to do.
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
My very light side Jedi would not actually do this, but... Alright, so I'm escaping out of that. But there you go, guys. So that is how you do it. So it comes in 3 different parts. In the chapter Visions in the Dark, you have to select Aric or Jorgen to lead the mission. Whichever one you select to lead the mission is immune to prosecution in this part. Then at the end of chapter 12, just to be safe, go ahead and say to whoever it is who is the secondary figure, the one that you do want to be executed, tell them not to break your orders. And then in this chapter, at the end of Profit and Plunder, make sure that you choose option 3 the whole way through, and you will kill whoever you have selected. That's how you do it, guys. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and the mayhem and slaughter that ensues. I gotta tell you guys, I'm not for killing people when it comes to the companions and stuff. They've actually done a study. Aric Musco, in one of the live stream dev conversations, had said that 61% of all choices being made in the new expansion are light side, because most people want to see how things play out with companions. And if they die, they are dead. They're gone. So do be very judicious about using this. However, like for me, I don't really care about Kaliyo very much. The only characters I'd even really want to keep her on are an agent that I've already, spent time with and, gotten her influence up to a certain level, but it's up to you guys. So take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this answers some questions. If you do have any more questions, go ahead and put them in the comments area below, and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. Alright guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.